Hey guys, welcome back to Nearly by Nature. We are in the beautiful city of Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. Varanasi is known as the spiritual capital of India for Hindus. Hindu pilgrims come to Varanasi and they bathe in the sacred Ganga river, while some come to cremate their loved ones in public. Some people even come to Varanasi to die. It is said that if one dies in Varanasi, they can actually end the reincarnation cycle that human beings are entrapped in. For me, Varanasi was a place that triggered me quite a bit. The intense heat, the smells, the architecture, the pollution, the large crowds of people pushing and shoving their way to make it in time to see the Aarti. I got extremely sick during my trip to Varanasi. I was hallucinating at one point. But even with that, I have to say, my experience at Varanasi was a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I feel so grateful to have visited this beautiful place and witnessed the devotion people have. It was truly remarkable. While in Varanasi, we were curious to know how Hindus felt on the ongoing divide between Muslims and Hindus, if they believed India should be left a secular state or become a Hindu state, and what their thoughts on Hindu nationalism was. So let's jump right in with asking them what they're wearing today. What are you wearing today and how much does it cost?
I wearing the jeans and shirt is not so costly, but for us it's expensive. Feel like expensive. Shirt cost me 400 and jeans cost me 1100 rupees.
Okay, so I am wearing a kurta and I don't actually know the cost because my mom bought it for me as a gift. So,
I'm wearing a kurta pajama with chappals and this is called achkan or in the local language it can be called agamcha. Alright, and the total cost should be somewhere around 2,500 rupees.
How much do you care about what you're wearing?
I care a lot about the matching of the colors of clothes and shoes.
I care a lot about them because clothing is a really vital part of our life.
What do you care most about in life?
I care most about in life of my studies and my future and parents.
Just nothing. Come on Ganga to sit and feel energy from mother side because this is in my mother. So we respect to my mother. As much we wish, as much we get reply. So we come every day here and feel to do prayer and that kind of stuff.
What does Varanasi mean to Hindus?
Varanasi is the soul of Hindus, yeah. This is where everything comes, ends and starts. This place of the Shiva. So he's considered, the epitome of energy. That is where everything emerges from and goes back to. So that is what Varanasi means. It means Mahadev.
Varanasi means to Hindus as a place of harmony, peace. According to Hinduism, it is a place of moksha where there's no rebirth. And it's a place where people find the most spiritual happiness, and I believe it's a place where where people spend their last moments of life and they enjoy it here. Some people come here for tourism, but some people actually come here for their devotion towards God.
Hindu, because this is a spiritual place. Hindu, they want to make meditate and prayer. If you come early morning, to Hindu people, they bath on the river. This is most important for holy river. They come in the river and bath on the river early morning and take the water and go on the Shiva temple and put on the lingam to purify our bad karma. So this is most important for Hindu.
How important is it to you that Indian culture and traditions are preserved when there's so much Western influence happening throughout the country?
So it is a misconception that it needs preservation, yeah. Where are you from? US? Okay. US, if you see at the Indian diaspora, Indian people do carry their culture along with them, right? There's a simple festival like Chhat Puja, which is basically a puja that is done during the winters, and it's a celebration, or let's say a puja for the sun god, right? And it's celebrated all over the world. So it's not about preservation, it's about the misconception, or let's say an ideological subversion that is there. That is why a question arises that it needs to be preserved. There's nothing that needs to be preserved. It's omnipresent. It's everywhere. Yeah.
Actually, this is doesn't matter because Western also they learn Sanskrit. The Western also follow our culture now, and we don't give any divider for Western and Hindu. Like we are feel same. Like now I'm wearing the Western cloth, but my cloth is not jeans and T-shirt. My cloth is lungi and kurta. But I'm wearing the Western. The Western is good for they come to learn our culture, so we respect them. Anyone come in India to learn my culture and religions, we are giving respect anyway. Even you come in here to learn this kind of our culture, we respect you and I salute you because we are Hindu. Hindu is my in blood. And sometimes people think in a politics way, Muslim, we are divide them, we remove them. We don't do this. Our Prime Minister don't doing this. We respect them as well. But if you say India is bad and you living here, you eating in India, so this is so bad for us. That is the point. We don't like anyone. Even I don't like you if you say about India bad. So this way, there is no any Christian, Buddhist, everyone living with us. This is the freedom country.
Do you think India should have one national language where everyone speaks one language? And if so, which language do you think it should be?
No, I don't think that India should have a national language because there are more than 250 languages in the India, but Hindi is used more and also English. But if we went to the western sides like um, Manipur, they don't use Hindi, and also the South India, Hindi is not so learned by the people. So I think that India should not have any national language.
Actually, our Indian is language is called Sanskrit. Sanskrit is so difficult to learn. You can learn Hindi very easy, but Sanskrit I don't think so you can learn. Sanskrit is so hard word. Is our blood is the Sanskrit, but I speak Hindi, I speak English. But Hindi is so hard. But Hindi is second one. First is Sanskrit in our culture.
So you think Sanskrit should be the national language?
Yeah, this is our national language. You can search anywhere. Sanskrit is our national language.
No, do you think that India should have one national language, that everyone throughout India should speak one language?
Then it's better to have learned Hindi.
Most of the people prefer English so that they can communicate when they go outside of India or the other countries people were visiting our country. So we can communicate and so personally I thought Hindi should be our Indian language.
India has traditionally been a secular country. Do you, with the Hindu national rising, do you think that India should be a secular country or it should become a Hindu state?
See, the question that you're asking is because you don't understand what India is. The concept of India is a Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, all right, which means the world is one family. So the question of being secular or non-secular does not arise. For us, every human being in the world is a brother, right?
Actually, people think this is secular, but right now no secular. Actually, they want to be India freedom. I wish to have freedom Indian. So this is good for us.
So
No secular.
you think then it should be a Hindu state?
Yeah, Hindu state. This is good because there is a mini state like Muslim. So why not our country can be Hindu? Is the mini thing Pakistan everywhere? But why not in India can possible our freedom?
Hindu nation does not mean that there are no other people live in India. Hindu religion means कि we should give preference over Hinduism than मतलब other religion. Hindu must be preferred most than other religion. So I personally thought that Hindu religion or Hindu countries, India should become Hindu countries.
Well, I believe that it should stay secular because all religions are allowed here. And if we see about foreign countries, like there are some rules which are exceptions in our country due to religion, but are not there in foreign countries. So that's what makes India a little more diverse and versatile.
In Indian media news, there is always content about a divide happening between Muslims and Hindus. Do you think that this is something that is true?
Of course, the media is playing a vital part. See, what happens is TRP is something which the media needs, right? If there is no issue, they'll create an issue. When you're recording this, what you can do is you can go back and try to edit it in a proper way so that all my negative things, or maybe the things which you don't like and which might portray me or the Hindu Dharma in a very negative way, you can edit that and you can show that on your whatever channel or news channel or YouTube channel you have, right? But what you can do also is, if you find something offensive and you know that people might feel bad about it, you can edit that and keep it away, right? And you can show only the positive things. So it all depends upon you. The window, media is a window, right? And it's something which the media people and media editors and all they control it, right? So whatever message you want to send it to the people, it totally depends upon you.
This is
Say
true.
that it's not true, huh? Hindu sitting here and Muslim here. India is don't do in Muslim. You should go. We are both record with Hindu and Muslim. This is not true. This is not true. I can't believe that.
And my last question is, what does being Indian mean to you?
Being Indian means to me having that passion towards God. Other than that, enjoying that diverse food. Other than that, all its cultures, like all the festivals we celebrate with all the rituals. And that's being an Indian makes us so proud that even if we go outside, we should spread this culture everywhere we can.
Actually, we born in India, so we learn about the India, about Sanskrit, about the spiritual. So that is mean of my country. Prayer, Sanskrit, mantra, this kind of for ours.
Indian means me a very I feel very proud to be an Indian because India is a very cultural country, rich in culture and religion. So I personally thought that God has given me a great opportunity to live in India and to born in India, to explore these types of cities. There is no other country like India. India is prominent in itself.